Right, I think we're about ready to go. Everything's tight on the main arm. Two on the side, that's tight. The arbor's all set up tight. This is tight. The dividing edge bolted down tight. So is the tailstock. What have I done since? I made 4 washers. There we go. There's 2 under the dividing head, 2 under the tailstock. I ground them on the surface grinder, and they're within a few tenths of each other. One thing I didn't spot, I don't know if you can see that from back there, but the sector arms weren't long enough, but they are now. So what I did, I drilled and reamed a hole in each end, and I put a couple of bits of it's a broken carbide end mill, just to bring them round. So it's 16 DP, or 16 diametrical pitch. The y-axis is locked, zeroed on the DRO. We've got a depth of 134.8 thou, but I've just rounded 135, because there'll be a bit of wear in the others. What else did I have to do? There was something else I had to do. Can't remember. Oh, I had to make an arbor to hold the drill chuck and all sorts. Somebody put a comment on one of the other, I think it was maybe this one, about it's always surprising you on how many things you have to make in order to make what you want to make in the first place. Right, let's just see if we can get some water going first before we do anything else. So why is that not working? No, plug the right one in, you don't forget. Just let that blow any air in. That's right. So that should do that. Speed. We're going to run on the slowest speed, which will be 67 RPM. Feed, well, feed's whatever I set it to, because I've got a DRO, not a DRO, an inverter on this system, so I can put it where I want. So depth is set. I'll try again, shall I? Just going to stop you from sitting there. Try that. It's a bit more like it, isn't it? Right, here we go. I'm just going to go really slow on the first one and just see where we're at. Well, according to the DRO, that's doing around about 0.7 of an inch a minute. Everything feels nice and sturdy. Oh, by the way, I've got all my gauges and everything zeroed out as well. those other two gears about a year or so ago, I did it with a vertical head, and I made an arbor up for the gear cutter. I could only go about 30 thou at a time, backwards and forwards, and it was so painfully slow. And then my mate Robin just said, well, why don't you rig the horizontal up on it? I did. The difference is night and day. I mean, that's 135 thou that in one pass, straight through. So, much better. That's another. Right, I'll have to just stop for a minute because for some reason the culvert's not running away, the hole's blocked. So you'll just have to bear with me while I try and find a bit of wire to poke down and get that running again, because there's coolant pissing all over the floor. Right, back in a minute. Well, we won't worry about the coolant issue too much because we've got more things to worry about than that. That tooth form is wrong. So there's something wrong somewhere. See if we can bring you in just so you can see. Might come a bit closer. Yeah, you see that? That step in the middle there, that should be a lot wider than that. So that's balls that up. There's something seriously wrong. I've no idea what it is yet. It's a 40 to 1 ratio, 69 holes in the plate, and I need 69 holes. So the way I've always worked it is you go the ratio, which is 40, times the holes in the plate, which is 69, and then times the divided by the holes that you want to achieve. That should give you an even number, which it does, which is 40. And I presume that every 40 holes would give me the desired 69 hole, but it doesn't. Shit. Right, back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. Okay, right. I've just gone into the house, sat down and gone through my figures and everything to make sure I was right. Figures came up fine. I'm going to show that. That's the tooth form that we're after, look. 16 diametrical pitch, and that's the one that we cut. You can see massive difference, can you? It's such a long time since I cut these other gears that I'll tell you what I've done. I've got a 69 tooth and a 50 whatever it is to cut. What is it? A 69 and a 57. But what I was thinking to myself was, because I'd only cut small gears before, I'll cut the 57 first, because obviously it's a smaller blank and I'll have less chatter and run out. So I'd already set this on the inner ring of holes, which would have been right for that gear blank that I just had in the 57. However, remember when I said that I had to extend the sector arms to get them to reach the pin, this pin on here? I set it to the outside, didn't I? So I've just tried cutting a 69 tooth hole on a gear blank made for a 57 tooth gear. So anyway, you live and learn, don't you? So I've unblocked the hose for the coolant. I've reset the height so that we should be just kissing the top. Everything else should be okay. So we'll try again. He says. Right, we're still at the same speed. So this is the 69 tooth gear black. So let's see how we get on this time, shall we? Now I can already tell that that's making more noise. So it's because it's a bigger gear black. But at least now we should be set for the right depth anyway. Sorry. The right gear. Feed's still about the same, we're about half an inch a minute and 67 revs. See if we get it right this time. Let's just bring that out a little bit. Speed that up just to clear the hole, or clear the tooth. And I feel no more vibrations. Reverse it. Try not to crash into the front of the chuck. Right, clear. Index to the next one. We'll soon find out when we have a look at these teeth in a minute. This is a really good milling machine, this, I really do like it. It's very, very sturdy. It's a bit out of focus, isn't it? Oh, I like that. That looks in focus now. Clear. So we'll look to see what this looks like, shall we, boys? Now that looks a bit more like it. Right. And on we go. What I had to do when I made the original gear, I didn't have a 1-inch arbor to go through here. So I've rigged it up with my ER32 collet holder there. I think I've got an 18mm collet in it. And these spacers are free up to there. This part is solid. So what I do I tighten that nut, it's threaded under that nut, so I tighten that against this end to pull it all tight. So, because I couldn't find it, well I could actually find an inch arbor, but the price of it was ridiculous. It's a bit awkward this. Anyway, you get the idea, don't you? So far they look alright. Now when I was cutting the first ones with the vertical head, using that with a gear cutter on an arbor, taking 20, or maybe I was taking 40 thou per pass. Even on a small gear like a 36 tooth gear, it took ages, hours to get around it. At least now, when we're set up with a horizontal setup, just eat the tooth straight through. Let's hope it matches up when we get all the way around it. Right, we'll see you in a bit when we get a bit further. Seem to be making some progress.
Hopefully staying mostly dry this afternoon.
Quick check.
We can't rule out a light shower here and there. Around 20 degrees the best.
Getting there, slowly but surely. Right, this is the one we've been looking for. We'll see whether we're right. We could be a mile out. Let's just hope that that comes smack through the middle of that block. I've had a word with my mate across the road. We'll recut it. The only problem with getting someone else to weld it is I've got to tell him I made the balls up, haven't I? Never mind. It's not looking too bad. We'll soon find out. Oh shit. There you go, don't drive your thing into the... I think we've got a load of crap in there. Yeah, we have, it's full of chips. I want to make sure this does what I want it to. Yeah, there we go. Well, if it rolls past the last one, that means we must be right. Okay. As I was just saying, I'm going to get my mate across the road and we'll just grind that bit out in the middle there and we'll mig it up and then put it on here and get this one done, and then that's all the gears done. All done for my machine. You can cut anything with it then basically. That's the whole idea of doing them in the first place. So we'll get the other one repaired and then go from there. So I've got that bit patched up there, look. Welded it up. That was the first one. So the 69 tooth one's done. This is the 57. We're all tightened up, dividing and changed over. We're ready to go. Depth and everything's set. Some water on it. Here we go again. Right, we'll keep going and we'll see you in a bit. Getting there. Well, this is the last one, but we're struggling a bit now because we're on the bit that's been welded up. It's bouncing a bit. Just slowing it right down. Give it plenty of time. We'll have to just see. I'll run another cog around, another gear on it in a minute, and see if it's forming the teeth. You can see it moving. I mean, the whole thing's moving. See, I've got machine jack underneath it. Try and hold it. I think it's took the edge off the cutter, to be honest. But we've got one left to cut, so we'll see in a minute what it's like. Well, we're done. I can wind that back now. We're alright apart from I've just got, zoom that in a bit. You see where that black black marker pen is on there? I've got one tooth there that's just, it's where it was welded, and it's pushed the cutter over slightly because the dividing head, as it's been going, has been rocking ever so slightly, you know, that sort of way. So, and I've gone past it, carried on round to here, and it's not cutting any of the others, so I know I haven't lost a hole or anything like that on the way around. A lesson learnt now. I shan't make it up next time. Well, hopefully I won't balls it up again, but you never know. So I'll just trim that up there with a file. I can see when I look at it on the top that's slightly wider, but it will be okay. We'll dress it up with a file and then we'll be done. So I'm going to clean everything down, put the vertical head and everything back on the milling machine, clean all this fluid away, and then we'll see you next time. Right, see you later.